Or you can go all the way around. Ah, gotcha. Okay. Good stuff, AI. Good stuff. Good pathfinding. Oh. The fallen Pipo. Is that a hat? It looks like a hat, yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. Yo, that looks amazing actually. That looks amazing. I mean, that's the classy thing, but actually that hat looks pretty cool. Gotta say. This door is not only barred shut, it is inaccessible. Okay. Alright, let's get all that money. Take the bottles. Check all that stuff. Come on, you gotta move a little bit faster, come on. The sign says Entrée interdit. Entry forbidden, gotcha. An old ticket taker booth, no longer in operation, like everything else here. Everything's broken. People would pay money to park here? Nobody would pay for this now. Yup. Must have not looked like that earlier, huh? So what's going on with this painting? A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other. Look, Kimmy! More bullet holes. Something's definitely gone down here. Yes, correct. The density of the bullet holes is unusual, even in a general average bullet hole frequency in Martinez sense. Grim affairs. Meaning this is a lot of bullet holes. Gotcha. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire. Something you don't see these days. Why not? That is a good question though, since we are police officers and we have single shot revolvers. It's kinda strange. Yeah. So why don't we see any more fully automatic rifles here? The manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much. We do need to retain some humanity in this world. Whoa. Okay. Why this many bullet holes? Oh. Man, I didn't want to know about that. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet, no sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner, automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. He's giving the order. Droplets of rain fall on the wooden planks, the surrounding sand dunes. The clouds block out any rays of light. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. What? Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. What is this? The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed. Yeah, that's what it looks like, right? I don't know about this conscience round here though. Look at the people against the wall. A host of men in probably everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand facing the wall. That is actually not what we're seeing here. They're not facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Who were they? Leeches, fleas, and thieves. All the freeloader scum living off the hard work of others. Such is your belief. Well, that's what Esprit de Corps is telling me, right? He's telling me the soldiers are right. But, you know, can never be right what they're doing, can it? Look at a line of soldiers. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty, dark duty. But who were they? Overpriced mercenaries putting down some rabid dogs. Someone's gotta do it, right? Oof. Now let's look at the guy who's giving the orders. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face. Timothy, who was who in this execution? At first the lieutenant doesn't say a word, he just stares at the wall. I don't know, he says finally. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces. It could even have been the employees of the failed R&D center down the coast, as their building was taken over by the revolutionaries. Or maybe, what about people from the coalition, the so-called moralists? Yeah, it's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was the commandant, the superior giving the order. Okay. Alright, let's leave this grim place. And give me a second here, real quick, before we continue on. Alright. Dark and tragic, huh? I muted myself? No, I should not be muted. I should not be muted. At least it doesn't show. At least it does not show on my screen. I still see my microphone going strong. So I do hope I'm not muted. I was just quickly answering my phone, but it was just a text message. You say it's still muted? No, I should not be muted, Panda. What is going on? Does it work now? Never mind. Well, I quickly muted and unmuted my microphone, but at least it showed me that I was never muted. I don't know, maybe it showed me something else. Anyway, it's good that we are good now. The boathouse is shoddily constructed. A strong breeze might blow it over, okay. It was the zombies, they mute everything. Goddamn zombies. Why do they do this? Oh, we didn't actually check if there's... see? We missed that little box here. And some money! Awesome! Yeah, perfect. We almost missed that. And look! Yo, what's it? What's this? Hypno Gamma, it gives you +3 morale. Holy crap! And oversized superstar sunglasses. Cool. Oh, here we go, here we go. Do you know what it's called when apes start a company? I do not, Panda. Please do tell. This section of the coast hasn't been used in decades. Monkey business. Alright, alright. I guess I, could have thought about that. Still, nevertheless, that's a good one. Oh. That looks like the guy I'm supposed to find. The cryptozoologist. That is exactly how I would imagine him to look like. Tiny cages, carefully constructed. But there is probably something we can pick up here, no? Nothing here? What is this thing? A boy bobs in the water. The number on it says 11. Alright, important information right here. These heavy military blockades are riddled with bullet holes. Okay. What is this? These soggy logs smell of ignition fluid. Still, they won't light up. It's almost impossible to get a fire going this near to the ocean. Yeah. I guess that would be very difficult. Why do they want to make a fire though? Now let's talk to these guys. Let's talk to these guys.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
Morel, and he is indeed the cryptozoologist that we are looking for. There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
Hello.
Is that the police? Why's the police here?
Jesus, stop shouting. Stop shouting, Gary. The crypto-fascist.
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
You must be moral, huh? The cryptozoologist.
Do you want to hear the pleasure?
Your wife has been going crazy looking for you. That's sarcasm. He takes no pleasure from your appearance. Why not? Let's ask. You don't seem too happy to see the RCM.
Oh no, it's all right. I'm just busy. What's this about?
Okay. He's just busy doing his work, which is looking for animals that don't exist. Sure. Well, Lena sent me. She's been really worried about you and is waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damned waterlock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the waterlock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back.
You broke the waterlock with the motor carriage? But there was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle, it said Samaran Butter.
Oh, see, I jumped over the canal in my motor carriage, tearing through the Samaran Butter sign, which fell into the canal, blocking the gate. And I used the pawn shop as a launch ramp. Easy,
Why?
right? Why? Because I was drunk out of my mind. Because I'm insane.
Insane? Yes. Okay, good. But you said the waterlock is fixed now, so we can go back.
He just accepts that? Yeah, sure. You're insane. No biggie.
Did he say we can go back now?
Oh, man.
Yes, Gary, we can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Alright, I
Sir,
will tell her.
Your wife is waiting for you.
Hakimi, you know, he's alright. He's not hurt. He's not lost. He's not crazier than he used to be. So he's good.
I just have to do one more round. See if the Phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
The Phasmid? Tell me about this Phasmid you're looking for. Oh, Jesus. Better not. Let's not start this conversation here, huh? Last time we talked about these things, I got bored and didn't understand nothing. Better tell me about the traps. I understand traps. I don't understand imaginary animals. But traps I get. Well, yeah, the traps. They may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. She designed the traps, huh? Yeah. How do they work? Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the Phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can't get back out. At least that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. Alright? What are you using as bait? The locusts. He actually said that. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course, but we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects. Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect. Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely. Yeah. A carnivore stick insect seems unlikely. Well, thank you for your opinion. We have also included plant material in the traps to satiate your skepticism. Okay. And what if those traps don't work? Oh, they work. They will work. They will work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis using locusts as bait accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which used plants. We have given this some thought. Alright. I'll let you do this crazy thing, okay? Oh. Sorry about that, someone's at the door. Well, Lena seems pretty eager for you to return. And I'm eager to see her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish these traps. He looks south where Lena would be. My wife understands that just as well as anyone. Come on, Mortal. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back. And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down. Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon. I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena. Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers. She's seen it, huh? Really? Yes. That's how we first came to know one another. In fact, but that's her story to tell, not mine. Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now. Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up and come back later? No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel? He's dead set on this. God damn it, so we need to check on the traps for this crazy guy? God. Alright, what if we check the traps for you? I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer. I really do not. But it's the only way to prevent you from dying out here. Come on. Well, cryptozoology and detective work is very similar, isn't it? Yes, indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and above all, persistence. Yeah. Alright. Now tell me, where are these traps? There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near, okay? Another we set in Land's End to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower after the church, okay? The third is set near to the canal where you crossed, by a concrete slab. I think I know where that is. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them, he gestures to the trap in front of him. You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still better safe and stupid than sorry. That seems like a lot, Timothy says. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture? Well, aren't you having fun? Even relative to examining a week-old corpse, I'm not sure mucking about in the reeds qualifies as fun. But have it your way, detective. If you think it's important, you have been right before. Yeah, I think it's important. So, what do I do if I find a phasmid in one of the traps? Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight. He's not comfortable with the possibility that you will claim the find. But he's lying about this even to himself. It's gonna be Herrier Dubois Phasmid. That's how we're gonna name the thing. What if I encounter one of these phasmids in the wild, though? That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, he takes out a small white spray can. I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromones should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. It will last you about a week. Oh. Lay it on me thick. Present your armpit. You gotta be kidding me. He douses you with the odd smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod. The lieutenant wrinkles his nose. I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water. Oh, it is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research. He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back into his pocket. Alright. Ready to go then, I guess. Right, which means you two can pack up and go to the whirlwind. Finally, huh? Someone's talking sense. But thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it. If it's more cryptid related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. Thank you for that info. But what if the information is vital on the hunt though? Oh, god damn it. I don't wanna have this conversation though. It's not very interesting. I'll just get going. Come on. Just get going. Alright, and you know what? I think this is where we're gonna stop for today. Yeah, let's get to somewhere nice. Oh, hey girl. Right. Cat is waking up here as well. Dinner is getting ready. So I think this is as good a time as ever.